Well, we are certainly not immune to severe weather this week.
Not at all.
We are gearing up for some trouble.
Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be super crazy, but we've got not only the flood threat increasing, but we could have a few strong storms as well. So you need to be alert. You need to be ready for the weather going downhill. But you know what? We've been treated to some really nice weather the last few days. So it's always nice to be able to enjoy that before things get pretty bad. So let's talk about what's coming, and it is going to be a pretty big flood threat. So it's always great to know the difference between a flood watch and a flood warning. Of course, if you're under a flood watch, that means conditions are favorable for flooding. So you need to be prepared. You need to be thinking about what you're going to do if you find yourself caught in a flood. But if you are in a flood warning, that means that conditions are going downhill. The flood threat is imminent. You need to take action immediately because you're likely in a dangerous situation, or it could be getting dangerous very soon. So right now we've just got parts of the area in a flood watch. That means conditions are becoming more favorable for the flooding, but we're not seeing it just yet. If you are in that flood watch, you're likely southwest of the Houston area. It does include all of Brazoria County, so of course that includes you in Pearland, Angleton, Lake Jackson, over towards Bay City, Wharton, El Campo. You're also included in this flood watch, which will be in place from 7 a.m. tomorrow through about 1 p.m. Friday. Some downpours have been popping up near Columbus and Eagle Lake over the last 30 to 45 minutes or so, but we've got a lot more rain on the way. So rounds of heavy rain likely for Thursday and Friday. Biggest flood threat staying to the south and southwest of Houston, and a few storms could reach severe levels over the next few days, although I think our biggest risk will be for some flooded streets and not necessarily for tornadoes or damaging wind gusts, although we're monitoring the radar for all types of hazards. All right, let's track hour by hour what's coming at us with our exclusive Fox Model Futurecast, and notice through about 1 a.m. Thursday, a lot of that heaviest rain staying to the west of Houston, but as we go through the rest of Thursday morning, it is really going to start to pile up on us, especially down around Victoria, Port Lavaca, Bay City, likely getting in on some of the heaviest rain. But notice the Woodlands in Houston getting in on some of those heavier downpours, especially late Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, Thursday night, we will get some breaks, but notice that we do have heavy rain showing up around 9 p.m., especially right along the coast. So I think that's where we're going to get the heaviest totals to the south of Houston and southwest of Houston. Even Friday morning through Friday evening, more waves of this heavy rain moving over the area. We're likely not going to get a break until Saturday afternoon, even Saturday morning, still dealing with the last little bit of that heavy rain, but by Saturday afternoon, most of that is gone. So the majority of the rain will be falling between Thursday morning and Friday night. And here are some of the projected totals. Conroe likely 2 to 3 inches, Woodlands around 3 inches, Houston potentially 3 to 4 inches, Pearland 3 to 4 inches possible, and Palacios you can end up with 4, 5, maybe 6 inches of rain. So not good news. So just make sure you're ready for some pretty active weather. Also, we got something else big happening in town tomorrow. It's the Astros season home opener. So we need some nice weather if you're going to be out celebrating around the ballpark before or after the game, and it looks like we're going to have to dodge some rain. So bring the rain gear with you. 77 degrees tomorrow, right around 3:10 for first pitch. Very heavy rain possible for game 2 on Friday evening, and the weather looking better for the final game of that series on Saturday evening. The good news is that things will get a little better for the weekend, but tomorrow and Friday will be Fox 26 storm alert days.
And Chief Meteorologist Mike Iskovitz and John Dawson, they are taking an in-depth look at the flooding threat on Forecasting with Friends, and you can watch it all right here on Fox Local for live breaking news, severe weather alerts, and you can also stream our newscast live and we just want to remind you, you want to make sure you download Fox Local on your mobile device and smart TV, especially when we're talking about severe weather.